Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is Mythical Sausage. How is everybody doing? Man, we are back again doing another Minecraft video, and today I'm going to show you how I'm going to build this awesome castle that you see right behind me. I love it so much. Also, there's a link in the description if you guys want to join up on Patreon or on the YouTube supporter side if you guys want to get a copy of this world. It has a bunch of other builds, plus what you see right behind me. That'll be Spawn. But let me know what you guys think of this castle, and let's get this started. Let's build this thing right now. Now, the second that I saw this island, I knew that I had to build something cool, and I got inspired by my Hardcore Season 2 world that I started off in a spawn island just like this, and I built myself a really cool fort. So you know what? I wanted to get that style in place, and I started to build up this castle. This castle is super inspired also by the texturing that I'm doing on Empire's SMP, so I got a lot of inspiration on that. So the first step, just build an outline, and from that outline start lifting up blocks. I lifted everything up just with plain stone, and I did a lot of texturing after. That middle section of that castle, it's almost like that Norman style that I've used previously in the past for my Iron Farm castle on Empires. And then for the roofs here, I wanted to do a combination of, for the small roofs, out of spruce, and for the larger roofs, out of waxed weathered copper, which looks so good. For this little central Norman style castle section here, I wanted to add 4 nice small towers though, but all matching around the same sections here. And then to break up that straight lines on the corner bits, I wanted to add some slabs and stairs. Also on the roof bits, to add details, I wanted to add some anvils with walls and fences, which looks very cool, looks very regal. Also the details on those window bits, all of them are really simple though. We just have some fences in there with trap doors on the side for shutters and some unlit campfires. Now the only way to get up to this tower in the central bit of the castle is with this step up. And now this ends up being really cool because I have this little overhanging bit. Then you can do little lookouts there, and we're going to add a nice dock there later on. But I did all of this without texturing. We're going to save that for later because the very important thing you want to do at first is make sure all your shapes are in place. So to add more details, I wanted to break up those real flat, simple roofs by adding extra tower bits. So adding these little skinny towers is really not that accessible from the inside. It just looks really cool from the outside. So I did add a bunch of these, but I made sure that it's not just a straight wall up and down. We have a lot of dividers in between each window divider, and it looks really cool like that. It looks really, it's pretty simple, but it's a really cool idea to break up those flat walls. But as far as the details are in place, right now, everything's pretty much done. I added a small little tower at the end just to break up that diagonal by adding a straight tower there. But there it is. Right now, it is looking good, but that's not it. We needed to make sure that there's a nice little docking area with a nice little bit of detail there. But once you have that all in place, once you have all the lines all set up, it's time for the texturing. Now for texturing, super simple. I started out on the bottom edge, especially by the water side, a lot of moss, a lot of mossy, and a lot of tough block mixed in with some cobble and then some stone and stone brick. Now the stone was primarily there already, so we didn't have to add that initial bit, but a lot of breaking up of this wall. If you want to make sure you want to have that extra bit of detail, you want to stand out even more, make sure you come up with a cool texture pattern after you come up with your lines and your walls and everything like that. And I think this looks really cool. I love this style right here. It's very awesome, especially for a waterside castle like this, because you want everything to look like the water affected it in somehow. So you wanted to make it look like water brushed up against it. The water line kind of maybe have gone over and made everything kind of muddy, kind of broken. So I think that made it look very cool. But then once we have all that texturing done, I want to make sure the outside section was terraformed. It looks like it's been here for a while, so I want to make it look overgrown. I want to add some bushes, some moss in there as well. I wanted to add some cobble. I also added, if you see there, some of those dead coral fans, which kind of look like almost like an algae that came up on there, or maybe like a mushroom that's growing on the side. Also, you know what, a really cool idea is to add some lichen on the side there wherever the moss is there, so it kind of looks like something's growing on the side of that wall. Not only that, I want to make sure everything is textured as well, adding a little bit of the coarse dirt there to the sand section, so it's not just sand by itself. I did keep the sand mostly to the water side, and then on the inside bit is mostly moss and mostly coarse dirt. I also used a little bit of the rooted dirt, which is really hard to come by in survival, but you know what, we got to use it here. These turtles are hanging out. I never had a home for them, but they can live in the castle if they want, but that's fine because I added a little bit of tree action here with some azaleas, and then I started fluffing them up and make it look a little better. So I added also on top of that some more smaller custom trees, just with a little bit of the birch leaf with some of the spruce fences, and then make sure like the side there have a little bit of a rocky terrain to it, but I want to make it as natural as possible. Also, it's protected from bad guys because I made sure that whole section is lit up. I put shroom lights underneath some of the moss carpet, so it looks very, very cool. But that's not all. I really wanted to make sure that the island on the other side, the smaller one on the side, was connected, and we added a nice little lighthouse to that section. So what I did was I did a little terraforming. I broke up a little bit of the side bits. I added also the bridge that actually crosses over, so it's easier to get to instead of doing some parkour to skip on the top. But then I came up with a really cool design, a diagonal connected to a nice little circular lighthouse pattern. And again, just like we did for the castle, I did everything out of stone first, and I started lifting it up like a little bit of a cake pattern, going up 3 different levels, and at the top with a nice little lighthouse with some spruce and also that wax copper that we use on the other side, which is fitting because it all matches. But I wanted to add some more copper to the little rings around there on the dividers, so I added a couple different kinds of copper there, but mostly is that green tinted kind that looks really good comparative to the castle right next door. Then I started modifying this little bridge over. It wasn't lined up enough. I wanted to line it up perfectly with the entrance over here to the lighthouse, so it's perfectly lined up, and I pushed it up a little bit, pushed it out, and gave it more space, so for more boats. If you had a small boat that goes to the small side and a larger boat that's going to go to the big section of that dockside area. On top of that, we added our terraforming like we did on the other side, add some more trees over here, a couple custom ones mixed in with some of the azalea ones, added some potted plants also over there in the lighthouse, which makes it look really cool. And then, you know what, we had that small little island on the side there, so I customized that a little bit, added some trees, and also added a little bit of a farm. We need a crop farm. If we're going to live in this place, we have to have a way to feed ourselves, so I added a small wheat field there in the back. It's looking so good though, right? Look at that. But you know what? What island castle wouldn't be complete without a little ship? So I added a small one here on the side. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too big, but I like the texturing of it. We used some dark oak on the bottom bits, and then we used some stripped dark oak and some spruce for the top. We have the sails up, of course, because you don't want to have them open since it is kind of docked there on the side. Finishing touches there, looking pretty good, but that's it. We're done. The castle is complete. But you know what? Name this castle in the comment section. I need a cool name. But that is it. Let's take a little bit of a spin so we can take a look at it, and then I'll show you the interior once we're done. And there it is. I'm so proud of this castle right here. This came out so good. Also, I love this little ship. Usually I tell people I'm not a ship builder, but it came out really nice. Nice little captain's quarters here. Some stores there on the side. Even down here, some extra bits of detail so you can put some more stuff there in those chests. Got some villagers walking around also in random spots. There's one all the way on the top of the lighthouse as well. A little lighthouse attendee. This little fisherman right here. Or, are you a fisherman? Oh no, he's a farmer. Hi farmer, your crops are over there. But before we get into the castle, let me show you this side. So a little bridge that gets over to this side, and this is the lighthouse, which came out so good. Definitely one of my favorite lighthouse designs right here. But on the inside, big old spiral that goes all the way to the top. Look at the ceiling details. I love a good detail there on that ceiling over here. We do have some sleeping quarters here for the lighthouse attendees. Nice little bit of detail there on the side. And then this spiral takes you all the way to the top where this guy is stuck. Hello. goodbye. But I do have this kind of sealed off so they don't get hurt. Plus, so it kind of looks good around to the side here. But you're able to go around here. It's a little walking space that goes all the way around. And if you guys want to see me build more stuff on these islands, there's plenty. One right there, another one on that side, some over here as well. Let me know in the comments if you want me to keep expanding and maybe add different styles of different castles on these sides. Let me know. But from here, we just take a ladder up to the next section. This takes us to this floor, which has another little bit of a bunk bed area, a little writing desk as well. And then this takes us all the way to the top of the lighthouse. And it's our head lighthouse attendee. How you doing, friend? You're the best. Somebody name him too. Looks cool. But besides that, over here, we can do a little bit of jumping, and yeah, we would have lived. That's fine. There's a little bit of a parkour section over here that you can skip rocks until we get all the way to this section where we have, I fell, that's fine. But we have a little crop area right here just with some wheat. But this takes us all the way around, and on this side, we can take a look at this castle. Let's go all the way to the top. I like this little overhanging bit right here. We can just jump down. Also, it serves as like an elytra landing pad if you're just coming on in. But I ended up packing as much detail as I could with this area, which looks really cool. I love the texturing around here. It looks nice. Big old door to get in. And then as you go in, everything is all done as far as the interior. You have a big old mess over here of boxes, right? We just moved it, okay? But then on the towers, you can get up on these small towers in every corner bit right there, and also on that side. But coming down to this direction, we have a big old dining area right here. This goes down to a little pantry area right on this end. And then coming down this way, this is our kitchen, which looks really cool. It's very busy. We have some villagers here, but they left. No idea where they went. But we got a little outside seating area here as well. But then coming down this direction, we have a nice little carpet area, where the king hangs out right here. You can sit down and have fun. Greet people as they come in. I'm not really dressed in my kingly garbs right now, but it's okay. I have a nice scarf, so it's cool for the fall season. But then jumping down and coming around here, we got our bedroom right here. Nice open feel to it. Yeah, it could be sealed up, but you know what? It's Minecraft. Nobody's gonna come in here and bother me as I sleep. Maybe villagers though, but whatever. That's my little bedroom area. A nice little area here with some flowers and stuff like that. And then another seating area here on the outside in case you want to hang out and read a book or something. We got a ladder here on this side, and this will take you up to the next section where we have ourselves a level 30 enchanting station. Full level 30, trust me, this totally works. And then over here, a nice little writing desk that we can look outside. And then on this side, we got a brewing stand section as well with some netherwork for farming. Also on this side, some cauldrons as well, so you can take your water and do your brewing. And then over here, we got some clerics that want to go upstairs, apparently. That's cool. But this is our storage area, which is perfect right here. And we got some armor on display on both sides. Hello? All right, let me help them up. All right, here you go. There it is. Welcome. Welcome upstairs. Now go back down. Your king says so. But here on the top of the tower, we have ladders that takes us all the way down. We got more villagers stuck up here. Oh, God. Whatever. That is pretty much it as far as the interior details all set up. As far as the exterior, I put as much detail as I could over here as well with some coarse dirt. A little bit of the pointed dripstone looks really cool there on the coarse dirt edges around the side. Custom trees here on the corner. And just a lot of overgrown here, which looks pretty cool on the outside bits. But that is it. That is all there is to it. Let me know what you thought of this castle. Rate it 1 out of 10 sausages in the comment section. But I'm out of here for now. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you on the next Minecraft video. Goodbye. Oh no, I wet my scarf. No, I'm okay now.